son. He said, search. So Job said, hey, I need you to go search of your father. I need you to go research your father. Guess what we're about to do right now? We're about to research our father. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1. Let's see if the research in the Bible match the history that they've been pushing on us for this long time. How you doing, big bro? Hey, what's your name? Malo. Hey, I'm Officer Levi. I'm going to read this scripture one more time. You're in the perfect time. Go back to Job. And I'm going to ask you the same question. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, bro? You 29. That means you older than them, right? So that means you should have a little bit more wisdom than a young man, correct? Watch this. Read.
The book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
So our forefather Job said, I inquire you of the former age, right? Read.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
To the what?
To the search of their fathers.
So if Job said, I inquire you to go search of your fathers, what does that talking about? Job said, I inquire you to go search of your father. Yeah, he said, go search of your fathers.
Finding your true self.
Finding your true self, meaning that finding your history. You know who's supposed to teach our history? The elders. Go back to Deuteronomy 32:7. Watch this. Come on. Deuteronomy 32:7. I'm going to show you. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old.
So God told us right here, the children of Israel, remember the days of old, right? Meaning that, hey, you got to think back, but hey, I have to remember who I am. Okay, I know my ancestors brought here on slave ship, but who were we before slavery? You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
He said, consider the year of many generations. Just like earlier, I asked my brothers and sisters here, why during school system they teach us black history in February? So are you telling me all the black history can be condensed into 1 month? No. And why when you teach us, all you teach about... Right, like you said, couldn't even be in 1 year. Just like they start with Dr. King. We respect Dr. King and Martin Luther King, Malcolm X them, but our history doesn't start with them. Our history starts way, way back. So that's what Job said, I inquire you to go look for your history. Read.
To the search of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
So the fathers mean to ask the elders, and they should tell you this history, right? Watch this. Now we about to search our history according to the Bible. We about to play a game. Does the history that happened in the Bible, did it happen in real life? Deuteronomy 1:1. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So it said, these be the word that Moses spake unto all who? All who? So we know who the audience he's talking to, right? Watch this. 28, verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses said, it shall come to pass, meaning that a future prophecy. Shall, meaning it's going to be future, right? If we listen to God, read.
The Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
Meaning that if we keep God's commandments, come on.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
So God said, hey, if you keep my commandment, I'm going to set you on high. Right? Are we on the high above all people today? Are we on the top of society? Let's be honest. Where our people live at in every city you go to? We're in the bottom. Let's see the flip side. 15. Come on.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Now this the flip side. Moses said, if you don't keep the commandments, curse is going to happen. I'm going to start out with you, little man. Are curses good thing or bad thing? Terrible. What about you, big bro? Curse good or bad? Curse good or bad? Let's see some of the curses. Verse 32. Come on.
Verse 32. Thy son.
Hey, Zakar, do me a favor. Come on, hold this sign for me. Because I'm about to use this sign for a long time. Hold this sign for me right quick. Watch this. Read it again slow. Read.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters.
So Moses said, thy sons and thy daughters, right? Read.
Shall be given unto another people.
Shall be doing what?
Given unto another people.
When did that happen? When was our sons and daughters given to another nation of people? Start out with you, sis. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What about you, big bro? When was our sons and our daughter given to another people? Okay, we said when we was born. What about slavery? During slavery time. Don't they teach that in school system?
Right.
That they were selling us from Mississippi to South Carolina, from South Carolina to New York, from different states. God said your sons and daughter was going to give it to another people. But remember who Moses was talking to the children of who? Israel, right? Did that happen to us? Did that happen to us? Yeah, right? Watch this. Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God said the same people that sell you, they're your what? Enemies, right? Come on, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God sent them against us. Come on.
In hunger and in thirst.
Hungry. If you want food, where do you go buy that? Who own the grocery store? Who own it, sis? Do we own the grocery store? No. What nation do people own them? White people, right? Let's just be honest. It's facts. Come on, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
Stop. Water. Water's supposed to be free, right? Why are we paying that water bill? It's supposed to be free. Even rainwater. You know what happens when you collect rainwater? You go to prison for that thing. A lot of people don't know that. But God said you're going to be serving your enemy for food so far and for water, right? Let's see what else. Read.
And in thirst and in nakedness.
Nakedness. Talk about clothes. Like, for example, I like to use Jordan, right? A lot of people think Jordan on Jordan. Jordan doesn't own Jordan. Nike does.
Bring it out.
All he do is just put his name on the tennis shoes and they advertise and they sell it. That's it.
Right.
Even clothes, who do we get it from? The white people. Come on, big bro. Read.
And in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Now, it don't matter what you want. You got to go get it from your enemies, right? Education system. Do we set up education system? That's why they don't teach us about this.
Right.
The hospitals. Do we set up our hospitals? So why is the black woman in America? You could do that research because you're a woman, sis. The black woman is more likely to die during childbirth than any other race on the earth. Why is that? Health neglect.
That's because they can't really tell a black person about a black person. You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that. But did you know when they first started doing the C-section, they started with our sisters? They think that the black woman ain't feel no pain. That's what they was doing. You got to have a devilish mindset to open a woman while she's still. Back then, they ain't had no pain medicine.
Right.
They ain't had no shot to numb down there. You see what I'm saying? The sister was alive when they cut and they take the baby and they just watching the suffering. Y'all heard about the Tuskegee experiment? Y'all got to do some research. You got to do some research about the Tuskegee experiment. What they was doing brothers like me and you, they was giving us a shot, making us sick. They was doing an experiment on us without us knowing. With syphilis. Just do a basic research, you'll see it.
Yeah, that's why I think that like 60-80% of the black men, we the only people that really put their syphilis like that.
Oh, good question. Hold that. No, we're going to finish that. Reading it from the top. I'm going to show you that in the Bible to read.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he
what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He said that same enemy was going to put a yoke of iron upon our neck. I'm going to start out with the young people first and I'm going to come up, right? I got a question for y'all, little bro. How old are you? During slavery time, do we have yoke of iron upon our neck? Do we have collars on our neck? Watch this. What's that picture? You see this right here? That was your ancestors. That was my ancestors. What about you, little bro? Did we have collars on our neck? What about you, big bro? You ever seen Roots? Or 12 Years a Slave? They put it in their movies. But we thinking that they just putting it for fun. Nah, it's messages they showing you. It's right in your face. But these pastors never taught us that with the children of Israel, that our history could be found in the Bible. That's why we could never put two to two together. You see what I'm saying? So God said he gonna do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Until he have destroyed thee.
Hey, my sister, I got a question for you, sis. How come another nation, what way another nation could destroy another nation? That's all right. I'm going to come to you, big bro, because you've been doing a good job answering the question. How come another race or nation could destroy us? How did they destroy us?
They turn us against each other.
Turn us against each other? They got this thing called the Willie Lynch letter. It's a real book. It shows you how gangs start. People think that black people just start gambling. Nah, they program our mind. They program our mind. That's how they destroy us. Rap music. Okay, DJ Khaled, anybody know DJ Khaled? What race is DJ Khaled? He Arab. He Arab, right? Why in the music video he got the black woman shaking her behind in the music video? Why he didn't get the Arab woman? Wow, it's bigger than that. But our sisters, like we pushing Sexy Red, for example. You know what Sexy Red doing to the young mind? It's destroying them. Make the little sister don't want to be no wife. They think it's cool to get trained on. But God said we are a special people. Give me that Deuteronomy 7. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you how important we are important to God. But the other nation, they know that why the Jewish woman ain't pushing a woman to do the same thing. The Arab ain't pushing a Arab to do the same thing. The Chinese ain't pushing the Chinese to do the same thing. But us, all the record labels are white, but they're pushing us to do that against our own people. Why is that? Because they know how important we are. They destroying us. Come on, let's see how important we are to God. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So God said we are what? What does holy mean?
Meaning,
If God said you are very holy, I'm going to start off with you, big bro. Go ahead.
holy meaning basically higher up.
You high up, meaning that you're not, God said you are holy, that means you're not equal just like the other person. We're not the same. God said the children of Israel are holy. Read.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
What God did?
To be a...
No, the Lord thy God did what?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
What God just said he did to us? What God just said he did to us? God chose us. They know that. That's why in every city you go to, you find black people in the bottom. They know the other nation. We don't know that. You know why? We're so busy with sports. We're so busy with entertainment.
I think a lot of us do know that, but it's just we've been trained as black people, as kids, to go with what they think is cool.
You 100% correct.
Going with what you're supposed to be doing and what's right.
Yes, sir. That's part of the destroying. Like a lot of us, we know that, but the thing they put in front of us, we so quick to gravitate to that instead of, like, for example, y'all humble enough to stop by. A lot of people, they're driving by, they don't know that we're teaching them the greatest history of our time. Because in the school system, they ain't gonna learn that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Obviously, the Lord put a spirit on you, sis, put a spirit on you, put a spirit on you, this young man, and you, sister, to stop by and be like, let me see what these men talking about. Because I grew up in the church, and the church had never told me that, hey, I'm a children of God, I'm from the 12 tribe. The church had never told us that. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Let's get 64. I'm going to start with you, sis. How did we come to America? How did our ancestors come to America? I know how, by what transportation? On a what? What about you, big bro? On shit, what about you, right? Oh, let's see if that's in the Bible. Let's see that in the Bible. Watch this. Deuteronomy 28, 68. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
It said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Anybody know about Bible history? What was the position of the children of Israel in Egypt? Were they the ruling class or were they on the bottom? They were the bottom. They were serving the Egyptian, right? So God said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again. Let's see what Egypt means according to the Bible. Give me that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Say, God said, I brought you out of the land of Egypt. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
Out of the house of bondage.
What is the house of bondage? When somebody say, I got you in bondage, what is that? What another modern day? Slavery. So God said, hey, I'm going to bring you into slavery again if you substitute Egypt and slavery because they mean the same thing. Read it again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ship.
With what?
With ship.
Uh-oh. Like my brothers and sisters say, cargo slave ships. Did that happen to us? So far, that's showing us we the what? The children of Israel. Come on, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Stop. The same way Moses said it in 1619, that happened. In 1492, that happened to the so-called Native American, because we are the same people. We just don't know that. The other nation, know the black, Hispanics, and Native American, we from the same nation. We don't know we from the same nation. Why do you think they colonized them? They colonized them first. Then after that, they went to go get us in West Coast of Africa because that's where we flee from Jerusalem. See what I'm saying? So God said, I'm going to send you into Egypt again with ships. We know that happened to us. Let's see what happened after they brought us to America? Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Did we go back home? When they brought our ancestors to this land, did we go back home? Even they brought my ancestors to Haiti, my ancestors still stuck in the island of Haiti. We ain't go back home. Just like Jamaica, our ancestors still stuck in the island of Jamaica. They ain't go back home. That's how we know the Bible talking about us. Come on.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold.
He said, in there, meaning that your boat stop. Come on.
Ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Uh-oh. It said, in there. She dropped her cup, sis. In there, you shall be sold. You shall be sold. What that sound like? You shall be sold. You shall be sold. You ever heard of an auction block? What's this right here? What it say? What this sign say right here? Sale. What's this right here say? To be what?
To be sold.
I want you to read it for me. Come on.
To be sold a cargo. To be sold a cargo. 94 Negroes.
Crime.
Oh yeah.
Crime.
Crime healthy Negroes. Consisting of 39 men, 15 boys, 24 women, 16 girls.
That's how they used to add us. That's how they used to advertise us. You see what I'm saying? They used to advertise this stuff in they city. They were like, hey, we got all these Negroes to sell. That's that auction block. Read that part again. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
You shall be sold.
God said he was going to be sold. It's evidence right here that they used to put this in their posters to show us, hey, just like we know this is a ruler's food mart, same thing they was doing for our ancestors. Hey, at this time, this day, we're going to be selling this amount of people. That's our ancestor, and that's our history that we tie back to the Bible. Come on.
And ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Unto your what?
Unto your enemy.
Friends don't put friends on cargo slave ships and throw them in the water, and the shark was eating them. Friends don't rape each other's wives.
Right.
You got to be a devilish nation to do that. You got to be so evil where you could cut up a woman while she's still alive trying to examine how her body works.
Right.
That's how the medical. It's a book that I have. It's called a medical apartheid. I have that book, but I think I left it at home. It show you that how the medical system start with our people. It show you that. Just like y'all heard of Planned Parenthood? Ah, man. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to finish that. I'm going to show y'all something about Planned Parenthood. So, Zero, do me a favor. I got a book in my Bible. It's called Planned Parenthood. I'm going to show you that. Page 110. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
Did they trying to buy us back? Martin Luther King trying to save us. Did he save us? Malcolm X tried, right? He said that you're going to be sold for bondmen, slave men, and slave women. Guess what? The black woman, y'all went to slavery with us together. You see how the black woman and the black men bumping heads today? We was in the same cargo slave ship together. We was in the bottom doing, hey, our ancestors knew who the enemy is. It's just not in 2024. We think that we the enemy.
Right.
Nah, your enemy is those who designed a system to keep you in the bottom. That's your enemy. Not the brothers down the street talking about that's my op. Your op ain't no selling. Your op ain't got no stores here. Your ops don't make the rules in the city.
Right.
Your enemy does.
Teach.
So how do I see another brother that look just like me talking about he's my ops? Who gave us that mindset?
Teach.
Those who destroy us gave us that mindset. They put in their movies. They put in their music videos. When I see another brother, you know what I see? I see that God on him.
Right.
I see that king on him. When I see a sister, I see that princess in my sister.
Bring it up.
Why is the black woman trying to sexualize the black woman on TV so much? Why is that? Why they accept millions of dollars to make sure that my sister, all they could show is she's shaking her behind in music videos?
Right.
Why is that? But they people, they show them in pedestals. God said we are the chosen people.
What is nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
His word